Now, the biggest excuse I hear for not starting the gym is that I don't have enough time. Well, I think that's bullshit, man, because it's so easy to build muscle, and I'm going to show you in this video the laziest way that you can build muscle as a skinny guy. So, starting off with the gym, I recommend full body workouts 3 times a week. So, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's what I recommend. But honestly, you can do anything where you can get one rest day in between. And for those of you thinking, surely I need more, 3 days a week is actually perfectly enough. Now, comprising this workout, you want to be doing mostly compound lifts. So things like bench, squat, deadlift, they're all going to train multiple muscle groups at once. It's going to make the workouts quicker and still give you that stimulus. So for me, I recommend 2 push movements, bench, shoulder press, 2 pull movements, lat pull down, rows, and 2 leg movements. So Romanian deadlifts and squats. Obviously, make your choice, but that's the ones I would choose. And if you want to tack in some extra arms, whatever you want, maybe it's a weak point, sure, add a couple sets of that, I don't mind. And when it comes to reps and sets, you want to do 2 sets of 6 to 8 reps to failure for most exercises. Of course, you can tweak that as you feel necessary, but the reason I say 6 to 8 reps is a lot of people I see doing 15, 20 reps, when in reality, the last 5 before failure, before you can't get any more, are always going to be the most stimulating ones. So there's no point doing 20 reps when you could just do 5 or 6, like, come on, man. Now, the last point I want to make about the gym is you just need to get a bit lazier, man. Stop doing 3 hours on the treadmill because you think it's going to somehow grow your muscle. It's actually going to do the opposite. It's going to burn calories, which is going to mean you need to eat more. So, obviously still get your steps in, but there's no point doing extra cardio in the gym. And as well, take 3 minutes rest between your sets. You're doing big, heavy compound lifts. You don't want to be taking 30, 60 seconds. Come on, man, that's stupid. Now, moving on to diet, again, this gets overcomplicated. Most skinny guys are already close to being able to build muscle in their current diet. And the first thing they need to change is you need to be in a calorie surplus. So the calories that are coming in right now, you need about 200-300 more per day. So the way I do this is just start by working out your maintenance calories. This is the amount that you'll currently maintain your weight using. And I'll put a link in the description to help you work that out. Then you're going to want to eat around 200-300 more per day. And what I'll do is just track that on MyFitnessPal. It's an app where you can track your food, and I would just do it for a couple of weeks to just get the hang of it, because obviously I don't track, it's boring and it takes a lot of effort, which is literally what we're not trying to do. So after you got the hang of it, you don't need to do that anymore. Now, moving on to protein, you only really need 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. A lot of people tell you you'll need 200-300 grams a day. Look, if you're 100 pounds, 80 grams a day is probably enough for you. Obviously, you could have more and you would still get more benefits, but this just kind of hits that point, 0.8 grams a day, where really having more is not going to benefit you a whole bunch more. And I feel like this is just the sweet spot for a lot of people, and it's maintainable. Now, obviously, when it comes to hitting that, the lowest hanging fruit, the easiest way is just have some protein with every meal. So meat, fish, dairy, eggs, some source of that with every meal. For example, breakfast, you have eggs with your toast. Then at lunch, you might have some fish and rice. And then at dinner, you might have, roast beef with potatoes. Just some protein with every meal. It's pretty simple. And if, like me, you struggle to get your calories in as a skinny guy, you have a pretty low appetite, understand this. So 1 gram of protein has around 4 calories, 1 gram of carbs has around 4 calories, and 1 gram of fat has around 9 calories. So double the calories for the same weight in food. And things like avocados, olive oil, high-fat beef, egg yolk, butter, just any dairy really, is going to be an easy way to get some fat in. So if you're struggling to hit your calories, that's the easiest way. And last thing when it comes to diet is just have some staple meals that you can rotate. It just makes it so much easier to not overthink things. So for me, it would be eggs with toast in the morning. I always have that. And as well, a yogurt bowl I always have before bed. I used to have a protein shake after every workout, but I stopped because of some skin issues. And again, you can have a banana that you always bring to school. Just things that are easily, can always give you some protein and easy calories. Now, with lifestyle, this is actually the simplest one that can make almost sometimes the biggest difference. So the first thing I'd say is keep water around at all times. You don't have to be tracking to hit 2-3 litres a day. Obviously, that's the goal. But if you keep water by your bedside table so you can drink it when you wake up, and you keep a bottle with you at school or work, and especially at the gym, and then there's always just a glass, I've always got mine by my side. So whenever you need some water, you can have it with every meal, and just make sure it's always around so you can hit that water effortlessly. Again, sleep is super important for recovery like water is. So sleep 8 hours, come on man, you should be doing this. It's going to benefit you so much in every area of life. Like, you literally get to sleep more. I don't see why you wouldn't be doing that. And try and wake up at the same kind of hour every day. It's just going to help your body clock, and you're going to feel more tired at night, more awake in the morning. Your body's going to be functioning the way it should do. You're going to have more energy for your workouts, and you're just going to feel better overall. And that's a pretty easy one to implement as well. Of course, a little bonus, some people talk about supplements all the time. The only one I'd recommend is creatine, 5 grams a day. And yeah, that's it. The simplest, laziest way to build muscle. You cannot sit here and tell me you can't do those things. Get to work. Also, my coaching is in the link in the description if you want to sign up for that.